What's up, Cycle fam? Welcome back to the channel. Got my boy Ron with me. Before we get into today's video, I'd like to turn your attention to today's channel sponsor, Cyplus. We all participate in a sport where riding outdoors is more ideal than indoor training. During the winter seasons, extreme hot days, or target training, indoor trainers have become an incremental tool. The Cyplus T3 improved my indoor experience with its high torque motor putting out up to 110 Newton meters of torque. That means some serious smooth pedaling sensations. It's max 2800 watts, which may be a number we could hit in our dreams, and a max elevation grade simulated at 27%. And as you can see in this video, I'm using it outside. Its biggest feature is the unplug feature of being able to use all of its smart functions completely off the grid, outside of your house, or even at a race. Link and discount code is in the description. Now back to the scheduled video. Y'all, we rolling today. We got 55 miles on tap, maybe a couple efforts in there. Keep it nice and smooth and fast. But we're on this road and I'm like, we're talking about how nicely paved the roads are. Atlanta's trying. The thing I don't understand is, why are we going on the opposite side of the street? The infrastructure here is pretty interesting. They're moving a little bit backwards. And I feel like it's a bunch of people who don't ride bikes making bike lanes. But I think I'm gonna make a video about what it's like riding in Atlanta. So y'all comment, let me know if that's what y'all wanna see. But today, we're mainly gonna talk about things we wish we knew getting into cycling. So stay tuned. Loose Nuts over there. My favorite bike shop. Those guys always take care of me. If you're ever in Atlanta, especially for One Love, make sure y'all stop by, check them out if you need anything done. That was 6. I gotta do 6 of them. Just seated efforts, full torque, get up to high speed. Yes, sir. The people want to know, what is something you wish you knew getting into cycling? I think I got this right.
Here's how expensive it is.
All right.
And that's from a standpoint of, I wish I knew what to invest in the beginning.
Yeah.
I wasted a bunch of money on cheap stuff. That's knowing what to get. I wouldn't have had to go through trial and error.
Right.
Of trying to find the right bed, find the right equipment.
Piggyback off what he said, when I got into the sport, I didn't know anything either. Especially nutrition, all I bought was water bottle. And also, I used to buy all my kits off of Amazon, which there's nothing wrong with that. Really, at times, you really don't know better. There are other options out there that you can get quality kit or other quality things that you can invest in that doesn't cost too much, but also benefits you comfort-wise. The expense, this sport is very expensive. All hobbies are expensive. But when it becomes a sport, it becomes really expensive. And then you talk about recovery and what that all costs, which we'll get into that in a minute. But we're gonna do a couple more efforts and we'll be right back. We talk about nutrition and recovery and how much, sometimes knowing that is really important getting into the sport or hobby. But enjoy it. That's the most important part. Have fun with it.
Okay. First in and the last out. Never tried to go the fast route. Marathon, not a race. Putting hours in, I cash out. Game time been lit. Been the man, been him. In the box like 9-9, got pinstripes on my skin, okay, go mamba all in my zone. When the wind going home, hear it all in my tone. Worked hard for this throne, you know I'm never lazy, nothing faze me. See me win, but those L's made me. Hear him talk, let him talk, all the ghosts have been called crazy.
So the next thing up for me, things I wish I knew about cycling is nutrition. How key that is, because you have to train your stomach or your gut to handle consuming food or any nutrients while being active. And I don't know if you remember, at least in my household, my mom said, sit down and eat, stop playing around. That means she didn't want my stomach to get upset. But with cycling, if you want to ride for a long time, water and maybe just Gatorade is not gonna do it. He said heartache, that's a real word. Because there's nothing like also feeling like you're pretty fit, especially if you're in group rides, but if you never had, you get the embarrassing bump, you look bad. And not even necessarily look bad or embarrassed, but like we all don't like that feeling of not being able to keep up. And when I first started out coming from a basketball background, it was just Gatorade, that was it. We ran off of Gatorade. It almost make me wonder if
Were we doing it right back then?
If basketball players feel like cyclists, dog. But yeah, I said those are like the two main things. Obviously, it's an expensive sport, man. You get into it, especially with the economy, how unstable things are right now. Cycling is just as expensive, just like the house industry, just like the car industry. Cycling is being affected the same way. Bikes are at an all-time high. Everyone is raising their prices, so keep that in mind. I feel like I got into cycling at a pretty good time, but one thing I also can say that I wish I knew was about cycling when I was younger, 18, when we had the untapped immortal energy. I was wasting time, not saying wasting time playing basketball, but we grew up in communities where sports like this or hobbies like this is not funded in public schools, so they don't have that exposure. So I would say I wish I did this when I was younger, man. Would have protected my knees, man, so many things. But anyway, we're gonna get back to this ride. We're about 38 miles in right now. We have about 2 to 3 efforts left to go. And we're basically about to leave Lake Spivey now. And then by the end of the ride, that'll be a 57-mile day, 2.5, 3 hours. And we're doing pretty good, pacing well, about like 17.6. Just a good ride in between efforts and hanging out and having fun. So see y'all. All right, y'all, thank y'all for tuning in. We are done. Well, not done, but wrapping up this video. Stay tuned. We have One Love coming up.
State championship coming up.
State championship coming up.
Trying to bring home a couple jerseys, you feel?
Hopefully we see Rome in that red, white, and blue, yo. And what else we got? Yeah, state championship, we got One Love. And just more content coming, more vlogs. I got room to be a little bit more consistent, getting y'all some footage. I'm about to be on the grind. We just hit 1,000 subscribers. I really appreciate y'all. Keep running it up. Now the new goal is 5K. Let's hit 5,000 subscribers. And let's keep this push going. Hey man, get you a bike. It's fun, I promise you. Just be safe when you do it. All right, y'all.
Man, ride the bike.
All right, y'all be easy.
Okay. First in and the last out. Never tried to go the fast route. Marathon, not a race. Putting hours in, I cash out. Game time been lit. Been the man, been him. In the box like 9-9, got pinstripes on my skin, okay, go mamba all in my zone. When the wind going home, hear it all in my tone. Worked hard for this throne,